Alright, it's 2:02 in the morning. 2:02. And after this vid, I'm going to sleep. But uh I'm gonna take a break from my roommates vids for now, and I'm gonna start a new mini series about public transit. Now, living here in Atlanta, and that's one thing I can say about Atlanta at the very least, is that uh, MARTA, the public transit here in Atlanta, it goes not everywhere, but it goes quite a few places, especially important places, that you want to go, and a lot of times they stop you right in front of it. But that's back in its glory days. MARTA didn't used to be like this. Okay, all right. Let's talk about public transit real quick, because I got a lot to say about this. I'm probably gonna have to do a 2, 3, 4 part video on this. I got a lot to say about public transit. First off, let's discuss the price. When I first started riding MARTA, well, by myself, I don't know how much it was when when I was riding with my mother, because kids up to a certain age road free, or height, age or height, I forgot. I think it was height. Up to a certain height road free, and even after that, my mom would pay for me. So when I started riding the bus by myself, around middle school, high school age, it was around middle school age. I think I was like in 8th grade when I first started riding the bus home by myself, because my mom's work schedule had changed, so she couldn't come pick me up. Besides the point, when I first started riding the bus, the price was $1.75. I graduated high school in 2007. Okay, so you can see that was a pretty long time ago that it was $1.75, but it made sense. You know what I'm saying? Okay, $1.75, that means it's $3.50, $3.50 there and back. You know what I'm saying? So when you got a weekly, it was $13.50, which made sense because $1.75 times 7 is $13.50. Makes sense? Cool. All right. When you got a monthly, it was $52.75, which makes sense because 30 days times $1.75 is $52.75. Makes sense. Perfect. Cool. We're good. You know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden they decide, oh, well, we have to up the price because we don't have enough money in our budget, or whatever bullshit excuse they gave. You know what I'm saying? Something's going on with the money or whatever. If people keep money out of their pocket, then maybe, you know what I'm saying, maybe they wouldn't have had to up the prices. But that's besides the point. And then what irked me the most was, when they announced they were gonna raise the prices, when they announced they were cutting routes, they gave the people a chance, like in a forum or a city hall meeting type setting, to protest and to give them ideas. Okay, I don't think you should do that. But I'm like, what the fuck was the point of that when you already had in your mind what you were going to do? They knew they were going to raise the prices to $2. They knew that they were going to cut routes. So I didn't even bother going because I'm like, what's the point? You feel me? Okay, cool. All well and good. You know what I'm saying? It's $2 now. Hate it. Oh my goodness. All right, cool. But when they raise the price to $2, a a weekly raised to, like, what was it, $17? Yeah, it was like $17. A weekly raise to $17, which didn't make any sense to me because I'm like, okay, you only went up a quarter, which means everything else should have went every other day. Every day should have went up a quarter. You know what I'm saying? So, if it was 13.25, $13.50. If it was $13.50 for 7 days, then it should have been $14 for 7 days, because 2 times 7 is 14. How they got 17? I have no idea at all. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so not only did the weekly price go up disproportionately, the monthly price went up to $62.50. Was it 62 or 72? It was 72. I'm sorry. It went up to $72. And I was really confused about that, because I'm like, where the hell did that extra $20 come from? I don't know. You know, nobody could explain it to me. But now the price is $2.50. A weekly is $23. A monthly is $96 and like 50 cents, or 96.25 or some bullshit. And I'm like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm paying $2.50 to get on the bus, and the roaches are riding for free. Yeah, we got plenty of damn roaches on the buses, and I'm just like, wow, man. Like, I mean, it gets to the point where you have to put your feet up just to make sure a roach doesn't get on your shoe and follow you home. But we know, I digress. I'm not even talking about the roach problem that they have on the bus, which, you know, let it be known to them, it's our fault because we eat on the bus. Okay, well, if y'all don't want us to eat on the bus, y'all should enforce the rule better, because people eat right there in front of the bus driver, and the bus driver says nothing. Why? Because the bus driver's probably scared to say something, because people are crazy nowadays, which I don't blame him or her. I wouldn't say anything either. But don't sit here and blame us because you're not doing your job. Okay, let's talk about bus drivers. In fact, let's just speak on bus drivers. It's not my fault that you drive a bus, and chances are you make more money than I do, because I work in fast food. But it's not my fault that you drive a bus. So if you don't like your job, quit. I don't want to deal with having to wait on a bus, which is why I need a car so bad. Having to wait on the bus being late, and then when I get on the bus, you have an attitude. What the fuck? I should have the attitude because you're 15 minutes late, which means I'm going to be at least 15 minutes late getting to where I need it to go. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? Not only, and that's what irks me. They can be late, but they can't be early. So if they're like 5 minutes early, they'll sit at the parking ride, which is basically where you park your car and get on the bus. They'll sit at the parking ride for like 10-15 minutes and then decide to drive. And I'm like, people have places to be. People have doctor's appointments. People have to be at work. People have, you know, places to be. I was 10 minutes late for my best friend's great-grandma's funeral because I rode the bus. Because, you know, he drove there, but he went there early, and I wasn't getting up at like 7 o'clock to make it there at 8 when the funeral didn't start until 11. I wasn't doing it. So, you know what I'm saying? I got on the bus at 9 thinking, okay, it shouldn't take me 2 hours to get. But then again, you know what I'm saying? They choose, the trains choose when they want a single track and when they don't. Like, if I want to get on the southbound train, I will be standing there at the southbound I'll be standing there on the southbound platform, and I see like 5 or 6 northbound trains passing. I'm like, okay, this is like the 6th or 7th northbound train I've seen. Why the fuck don't I see any southbound trains coming? Do they get lost in the Twilight Zone? What's going on? You feel me? And then they, like I said, they choose when to single track. So now, you know, seeing as how north and southbound are running on one track, for some strange, I have never gotten single tracking. Like, what does it do? Does it conserve energy? Are you going green for the planet? What is single tracking? What is the purpose of single tracking? You know, besides making me late for where I need to be. I don't understand. And then don't live out in Cobb County, because the transit that goes out there, first off, you need separate money for that transit. Like if I put a weekly on my MARTA card, if I spend $23 to put a weekly on my MARTA card, it doesn't even transfer over to the CCT, which is the Cobb County Transit, which means I have to put money, separate money, on there if I want to get on the bus. But those buses don't even run on Sunday, so I'm like, on Sunday, I'm fucked. Like, I'm totally screwed if I have to be to work unless I have a ride or call a cab or something. You know what I'm saying? And I've never gotten that, but that's the point. Certain routes don't run on certain days, even on MARTA. You know what I'm saying? Or they stop running after a certain time. Like, what if I get off at 5:30? If my last bus runs at 6 o'clock in the afternoon, what the fuck kind of sense does that make? That means I have to get on another bus and walk from that bus stop home. Dumb. Stupidity. But anyway, this is the first of many public transit videos, because right now I'm just talking about the transit system in and of itself. But let's get to the people next. Let's get to the passengers next. Yeah. So y'all want to stick around for that. Alright, man. Montavious out.